Stop.
What's up, early bird? Time to get that worm. It's 76 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can look for mostly sunny weather, with a high of 102 degrees and a low of 70 degrees. Also, there's a heat advisory in effect until Friday, July 28th, 8 p.m.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kyrene, and if you're new here, I like to make videos, but I don't post as often because life happens. Like, I was busy. Now I suddenly have more time. Kidding, I'm really busy, but I'm making the time to make this video and other videos you guys would potentially want me to make. A lot has changed. I was recently diagnosed with alopecia, so I posted that on Instagram and you guys have all been super supportive of it, which I'm super grateful for, and you guys had a lot of really good questions about it, so I'm doing a little Q&A / a day in my life. And today is the work day, so we gotta get ready. And I know this is like an odd place to start the video, but hey, you're getting ready with me. I'm making this realistic. So anyways, I just want to start off with the basics. My name is Kyrene. I am 24 years old as of July 8th. I am from Southern California. I finished college, earned my bachelor's of science in nursing. For work, this might surprise you guys, but I am not a nurse yet. I do work for home health and hospice. I just haven't gotten around to taking my NCLEX and like truly studying for it because of my condition. I just didn't know how I would feel going in basically half bald into the test, and I would be super self-conscious. So, and at the same time, like, we were trying to figure out the cause of this because it could be stress induced, and like, we don't want it to make my hair permanently gone, you know. Favorite color, pink and purple. I do have a dog. His name is Zeus. He will be 6 years old in September. He's a pug, and yeah, I have alopecia. Okay guys, we're back in my room. So I'm gonna be doing my makeup, and while I'm doing my makeup, I'll be doing like a little story time. And during that story time, I will be answering a lot of you guys' questions because the first 5, basically half of that is in my story time. So I'll go ahead and do that so that you guys could get like a little overview of everything. And I'll have like the questions right here, and I'll put like little time marks or chapters, and yeah. So what is alopecia? Does it only affect hair on your head? And is it permanent? So alopecia is temporary or permanent hair loss of the scalp or entire body. For me, it is affecting my body as well. Unfortunately, actually I am quite happy about like my body hair not being there because I don't have to deal with it. But if it is possible, I do want hair on my head. When I first noticed it, it was May 2022. It was during clinicals, and I was talking to my professor, and we're just about done with our conversation, and I was like, I feel a bald spot in the back of my head, and it was a really tiny bald spot. And then he was like, really? Let me see. So I let him look at it, and he was like, oh yeah, you do have a bald spot. That's kind of an odd place to put your finger at. And I was all like, yeah, like I just felt a breeze back there. That's so awkward. But anyways, I've had that happen before. It was quarter sized behind my ear, so I didn't think too much of it because it grew back. But the next thing I knew, as the months go on, I would get spots sporadically all over my head, and basically that is called alopecia areata. It started growing, and by the end of the year, the quarter size spots connected and turned into alopecia totalis, which is 50% or more of hair loss. By that time, I decided to seek help because I was done with school. Like, I could focus on like my health again. So when I sought help was November 2022, and by that time I was done with school. So I went to a dermatologist. He told me the variety of treatments that he offered and what he recommends for me. So what he recommended for me was squaric acid, and that's eventually what the treatment we went with. Basically, he prescribed 4 different strengths for me for a sensitization phase. 4 different strengths are 0.01, 0.1, 1%, and then 2%. So the sensitization phase lasted about a month, and basically what he did was put the different strengths around my scalp to see what reaction I would get, because if it's too strong it would start blistering, and if it was too weak my scalp color would remain the same. The reaction that is just right would be a little bit red with inflammation, because what squaric acid does, it basically tricks your immune system. Hey, it's editing Kyrene. So I'm cutting it here because the rest I explained wrong. So basically what squaric acid does, it induces an allergic reaction, and that encourages the hair regrowth. I said something about the immune cells shooting up to the scalp, but a certain type of cell shoots up to the scalp. I don't think it's the immune cells, but yeah. And excuse me, I have allergies. I started treatment December 2022, and we went with the 0.1%. I received that treatment up to now. It doesn't hurt. It is literally just like a solution. And the only downside is that I couldn't like sweat, so I couldn't like really move that much. So anyways, by June my hair started falling again, and by July my hair looked like as if I didn't make any progress. So it was very discouraging. But I'll talk more about how I felt like later on, because there is a question like that. I feel like I did my brows too heavy. Doesn't this sound cute? The next question that I got was, can you share with us more about the day when you decided to get rid of all of your hair? So I didn't really decide this just in one day. I kind of worked myself up to it, because the whole month of June and like in the beginning of July, like I was in a really dark place. I know I was posting on Instagram as if I was living my best life, but I was really just posting for my story highlights. Yeah, I really wasn't having the time of my life, and when I got back home it was a shit show. Like it was so hard for me to like even move. Like I felt so drained. So one day, it was like a brand new week, so I was doing my hair the way that I usually would. So I would usually wear this hat. This is a Yoga 6 hat, and so I would put it on and like do my hair, and I would do it in either pigtails, a low ponytail, or a low bun. Those hairstyles would hide my bald spot in the back, the one that started off tiny and grew very big. And basically I was doing my hair and I noticed it couldn't be hidden anymore. So later that day I told my mom, I think I'm gonna shave my head, and then she was being very supportive of it. She was literally like, yeah, I think you need to do that. And then the next day, instead of a hat, I tried to wear a headscarf. These are my headscarves. I would literally put it on like a headband. I have a whole collection of them. So this is like my little headscarf. I would have my front pieces out, and I would usually have my hair down, and this flap would cover up the bald spots throughout my head. It would suck when it's windy though, because it'd be flapping around. I was putting it on and I was looking at myself in the mirror. The mirror's right here, and there's another mirror facing the other way over here on the opposite side of the room. So I was facing this mirror, and I noticed when I looked at the back of my head on this mirror that my hair was just like not evenly distributed. I was like, yeah, that's gonna happen. So I literally just put it in a low bun. I called it a day. Later that night I went to go get my nails done. These are my nails. Plugging her right here. Her name's Caitlin. She does my nails, and she quickly became a friend of mine. Basically, she has seen me from when my hair really started falling. So she knew all about my hair loss. And after a long talk with her, like I started to gain courage to actually shave my head. So the day after that, I bought a wig just in case. Like I wasn't that confident going out bald yet. And plus I see a lot of people for work, and you know, they're not used to seeing me bald. So I'm gonna wear that for work too. And yeah, throughout the weekend prior, I was just reaching out to friends about it, and they were all really supportive about it too. So Friday come, I went to work and I wore the wig to work to give it a feel. I went to therapy, which made me feel better. So that night I committed, and my mom shaved my head, and I was kind of actually happy, which goes with my next question. so hot. It's literally already 100 degrees right now. The next question I have is, can you tell us more about the day you decided to get rid of? Okay, my bad. I already answered that question. And I know I'm parked, but you guys fell when I started driving. So the next question that I got is, how do you feel now versus when you were hiding your hair loss? And honestly, I feel so free compared to when I was hiding it, because whenever like I'm hiding something, I just feel trapped, you know? Like, I genuinely enjoy being open and honest with people. And when I was first telling people about it, they were like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And they were like really concerned, which I am grateful for. Thank you for being concerned about my well-being. But I honestly just didn't like that response, because I don't like being seen as a weak person, because that's really not who I am. I just suck at lying, and literally I felt like I was in prison. Like, I was always hiding behind like my hats and my headscarves, like I mentioned before. But yeah, I'm definitely more happy talking about it and being open about it and sharing my story, which leads to my next question. What was the hardest part about having this condition? And I'm gonna put a trigger warning here. I am talking about weight. So if that triggers you, go ahead and skip to the next chapter or the timestamp. So the hardest part for me was the emotional and mental toll that this condition had me in, and basically how it altered my physical appearance as well. So because of my condition, I was starting to gain weight that I've lost the years before. And if you guys knew me growing up, my weight has always fluctuated. And I was a pretty hefty girl, and I became my heaviest at around 200 pounds. I don't even think my family knows that, but I was around 200 pounds when I was transferring between universities. So for me, the freshman 15, because I left my first university to go to the university that I graduated at, the freshman 15 really turned into the freshman 50. But it started my senior year of high school, because I became more sedentary at that time. But during the last year of college, I found time to work out daily. I was literally lifting and doing cardio in the morning, and then taking a hot yoga class and a door yoga class at night, and that was all intentional. And I kept on going back because that's what kept me sane while I was in school. So yeah, because of all that, I unintentionally lost weight, and I was so close to like my dream body, which made me want to go work out even more. But because of my condition, I just became so self-conscious. I stopped going to my yoga classes. I stopped working out consistently like how I used to. I literally used to work out 6 days a week, but I just stopped. It's such a hassle to wear hats while working out, especially during hot yoga. Like, that is disgusting. Like, my sweat accumulates in my hat. So that basically caused me to gain 20 pounds, because I was still eating the same way that I would eat as if I was working out for basically half of the day. And at the same time, I'm now working a 9 to 5, so I'm more sedentary. And because of all of that, I became less confident, and my self-esteem went down. So I stopped going out and all. But after sharing all this with you guys, like, I'm starting to feel like myself again, and I'll get back to it soon. If not now, then when? Am I right? I just need to get over this barrier of going to the gym bald. Okay guys, I'm gonna go to work now. So for work, I don't really need to be in the office, but since I have like all the things that I need in my trunk, but I do go in every once in a while just to restock and if they need help there. Anyways, I am hungry. I'm drinking my Orgain 20 grams plant protein. Also have a really huge sweet tooth, so I have some cotton candy grapes. It's so good. $10 at Trader Joe's, but like so worth. Okay guys, I went on a little side mission and picked up some Vitacaine because it's freaking hot and it's not good. So this is what I got. And their bowls are like one of the best bowls ever, and it's like all organic. There's no preservatives or like extra sweeteners in their bowls, and it's so freaking good. So yeah, anyways, for the basic acai, how do you guys say it? Say acai or acai, it depends on the day. Then I got some matcha, and then I got all the fruit. So it's strawberry, blueberry, mango, bananas, kiwi, and then on top I got almonds, unsweetened coconut, goji berries, matcha powder, and a little bit of agave. Let's dig in. But yeah, after this I'll be on my way home and I'll answer the rest of you guys' questions. Okay guys, I am home now. Finally! I am full from my acai bowl. So sticky. Yeah, I'm a sticky kid right now. I'm gonna like clean my room a little bit and then I'm gonna go for a walk later and I'll answer you guys' questions. It's so freaking hot. Should I do it? I'm gonna do it. I am Hannah Montana. Oh my gosh, that feels so freaking nice. It is so hot today. Unnecessarily hot. Just like me. I'm gonna go change now. Whoa, how did I do that? Okay. I was editing the video that you guys are seeing right now and I lost track of time, so I didn't get to go on my hot girl walk. I was gonna bring you guys to the park and answer some questions over there. It is 11 p.m. now and now I have to get ready for bed. So I'm gonna answer a couple more questions right now and then I'm gonna get ready for bed and then I'll see you guys in there. So the next question is, how are you so bomb? I think the real question is, how are you bomb? I'm suddenly shy. But in all honesty, it's confidence, babe. Feeling good on the inside affects how you look on the outside, in my opinion. Like, if you don't fix what troubles you on the inside, then your energy is unaligned and your energy just will attract the reflection of how you truly feel through different people, through different situations, etc., etc. So in other words, physical appearance doesn't mean shit if you feel shitty on the inside. But that's what I'm trying to tell myself and just like keep working on myself on the inside, because I know that when I feel good on the inside, then I am glowing. And that kind of goes along with the next question. So what do I do for self-care? So some of the things that I do for self-care is like affirmations, like telling myself every day, like, I am beautiful, I am smart enough, and I am resilient and can overcome anything. That really helps. And I actually learned to do that more through therapy because my therapist taught me to do that. That's another thing I do for self-care. I go to therapy. Like, therapy is not just for people who are down in the dumps. It's like for people who are also in a good mental state, but like are looking to improve their personal development, you know? Another thing that I do for self-care is meditation. And meditation looks different for a lot of people. For me, it's playing calming music, and it's just like a really good way to ground yourself. It's like I have a Spotify playlist curated for me with different like vibrations. Like, I would literally put on my headphones, play the playlist, and like it would be as if I'm listening in on a sound bath. During meditation, I just like absorb the frequencies, sit in my thoughts, and be present. And if you're new to meditation, like, you guys could always like follow guided meditations. So someone who does really good guided meditations on YouTube is Lavender, and I've actually been following her for a really long time because I think she's the one who does bullet journaling too, which goes along with my next self-care thing. For me, journaling is a very good self-care act because like you're just like dumping everything on there and like you're not holding it in. Like, bottling things up is not the way to go, guys. Just like let it out. Another thing that I do for self-care are spa nights, and I try to do that once a week. And if you guys want a video on that, let me know. And yeah, okay, we're finally back to where we started. I've taken a shower, washed my face, got ready for bed, and now we're ready for the final question. You guys seem a little too tall for me. But anyways, the last question was, what made you decide to finally share this? So what made me finally decide to share this is to mainly bring awareness to this condition, and also to let other people know who does have the same condition that I do, male, female, young, old, that they are not alone in this. Like I said in my Instagram post, it's so hard as a female in her 20s, living in the 21st century where society is constantly telling you what to wear and how your hair should look and what type of makeup you should be doing. It's so hard when society is constantly telling you how to look, and I just want to share that you guys aren't alone and that beauty comes in all different shapes and sizes and forms and people, and just know that I know that it is hard, but if I could get through it, you can too. And I always tell this to other people, but growth isn't linear. You just gotta keep pushing. You can not give up, because one day you will get to that place where you are happy again and you will finally find peace within yourself. And yeah, and if you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to about it, hit me up. My DMs are always open. I might not respond right away, but I will eventually. And that concludes this video. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and comment below what type of videos you guys want to see next. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.